Alright guys, I have Steph and Dwayne here today, and we're just going to do a quick little interview, kind of see how their training has gone, and see if they have any messages for people who might be interested in training. Alright guys, how long have you guys been training here at TracFit?
We've both started in March, so
Yeah.
it's been a good couple of months already.
I think it's almost about 5 months,
Five
huh?
months, yeah, so 5 months, so five,
Cool.
almost 6.
And you guys actually came to me separately. I didn't know you guys were a couple. You guys came in for your consults individually, so way to trick me on that. But what made you decide to check us out?
You go first.
I was looking for something to get back into working out, but after looking at different places online as well as like actually checking them out, it was just more of cool, if you pay me, come, use the facility, that's it. Like it just seemed like it was just get a workout, that's it. Where I wanted, and I needed something more, like I needed something, goals, something to work towards, and people that, in the same, or that are in that same community, same boat. It doesn't have to be the same goals, but for me, I wanted something like that. And when I saw, hey, okay, TracFit, that's what they're about, and I came and talked to Track, and everything was just like, this feels like a good fit. So that was for me. And we came in separately because we have separate goals, and we're like, I want to see how this could help us, and if it's a match for what I need, and a match for what he needed.
Yeah, just to reiterate what you said and piggyback on that. For me, the big challenge was, we had trained in the past, and the training that we had was it felt a little bit disjointed. Like the coaches, yeah, they were there, but they picked their favorites and stuff. And to both of us, sometimes we'd be a favorite of one coach, sometimes we wouldn't. So it felt very, very disjointed. When I met Track, we did the whole process, and what I really liked was that he's a mentor. Like he latches onto you, so he asks you the first thing. He's like, hey, what are your goals? And some people ask you your goals, and people will be like, well, I don't really have any. But the nice thing is that Track kind of walks you through the process. So I'm glad that we came separate, because like she said, we have 2 different goals. My goal is that I'm 36, so by the time I hit 40, I want to be able to do an Ironman. And going to a coach out the blue that doesn't really know you tell him you want to do an Ironman, he understands what that's going to take. And the fact that Track is building you up from essentially nothing to where you're at now is amazing. So.
Awesome, guys. Really appreciate that. Next question is, what kind of physical results have you felt like, or you experienced, or what's popped up?
Yeah, I guess I'll start again.
Yeah, for real.
So, I came in with a very set goal of I want to lose weight, but I don't want to lose muscle. Like I've never been someone that was like, I just want to go and lose a bunch of weight and hit a magic number. But I did know I needed to lose weight. I've had knee injuries in the past, and just something where I knew it would benefit. There are a lot of reasons why I wanted to do it, but ever since I'd started, because my goal was that, focus very much on nutrition, focus a lot on consistency of that nutrition and the training. So far I've lost 30 pounds, but haven't lost muscle during the time that I've been, that I've kind of re-embarked on this journey of fitness and nutrition and everything. So that's been me, and his is like...
Yeah, for me it's kind of complete opposite. I came to Track, 135 pounds, I'm 6'2", so I was very, very underweight. And first thing Track saw me, he's like, I don't care what it is, just eat. I don't care what it is, what time of day, you just eat it. So I followed his advice. He put me on a 3.3K calorie diet. I did that 4.5 months, eating non-stop, all types of healthy fats. Not gonna lie, every single night I'd have 3 scoops of ice cream for the past 4.5 months. Healthy organic ice cream, 3 twins by the way. And so when we did our body scan, I stayed around the same body fat, 7.2%, but I gained almost 8 pounds in lean muscle. So, I'm pretty excited. Just like Steph, I don't really have a magic number. Back in the military when I was training, I had to be able to have functional weight. So we did a lot of swimming, running, be able to carry your own body weight, carry other body weight. So for me, it's not really a magical number, but if I'm able to be faster, stronger, last longer, then that's good with me.
Awesome, guys. Thank you. All right, we got 2 more. Next question for you guys is, besides the physical results, have you guys experienced anything socially or mentally that you didn't expect?
So not that I didn't expect, but I did really enjoy the community. I think that's sort of with anything, sort of the reason why you continue going back to some place, or for me it was the community, or even just having people like-mindedness where you see, every time that you're here, like for me, I was always consistently here in the afternoon or in the evenings, like 5:30 classes, being able to see those same faces, and people are very, very friendly. But for me, like also the mental piece of it was, consistency. Like I had to know, like, you know what, focus just on the day. Like I had a lot to go. I have a lot of other goals I want to achieve also, but I can't think of like, oh man, it's so far off that it can't happen. For me, I need to focus similar to like in a workout. It's just all I can do is focus on these next 5 reps. These next, sometimes it's just 1 rep. So for me mentally, it was just being able to focus in the now and realize that with consistency, I can look back a month, 2 months ago and be like, hey, look, it paid off. So for me, that was the big mental piece that, it's something I have to always continue to train. And I realize I always have to continue, because the moment it sort of goes away, then that sort of, it just goes away. You got to train it like a muscle, I guess. So.
Yeah, no, that's an awesome point. For me, it's physical exertion. Like, once you mentally, like, drain yourself, whether it be anything in work, school, whatever, you do that, and then, when things get really, really tough, it's like, okay, what do I do? Just walk away. Well, what do you do when you walk away? For me, I physically exert myself. So if I'm stuck on a really, really tough project, I'll take a break, go run, go do something, physically exert myself, and then come back. And that's what I like about CrossFit in general, is not only the community, but for me it's a little bit different because, I do personal training with Trac, and, it's that one-on-one, but he's always there to push you. Like, he knows that, he's doing it in a safe manner. He's not trying for you to get hurt, but he knows if you're half-assing stuff, and you don't ever want to do that. Always give it your all, 110%. And, to reiterate what Steph said, is that even if it's you in the class, make like nobody else exists, and then just get through that rep. If it's like 60, if it's 60 reps, 5 reps at a time, do whatever it takes, and just keep that momentum going, and just be true to yourself. That's the best advice I can give.
Sweet, guys. All right, last question for today is any advice for people that might be watching this or are kind of considering about starting up?
I think for me, it's sort of, it's just consistency. Like, consistency is key. Like, it seems like a lot. Sometimes even workouts leave you like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, I hurt. And I think the first, my first official workout with Trac, I was hurting. I didn't even finish like the whole little, baseline workout. But for me, it was, okay, it's good to know where I am now. All I can do is show up. And for me, it was just consistency. So I think that's the best piece of advice for anyone. It's consistency, whether it's just showing up sometimes, or even if it's like, maybe in your eating or whatever it may be, but it's just keeping that consistency is so important. So for me, that was probably the biggest piece. But
I think to, reiterate on that, or do it in a different way, be better than you were yesterday. Like, you came in, the first day, yeah, it's going to be rough. I mean, my first day was really rough. I practically almost died on my first day with Trac. Very, very different. Yeah, I think we all did. But you look back at it, and Trac has a video of it, and you saw me. I mean, I was dying on the rower. Now, I'm rowing, like sub 140, sub 130. So, it's that process. But, just be better than you were before. Like, whether it be eating, whether it be your life, your social network, whatever. Just be better than you were before, and just take things, yeah, the workout does seem very, very intense and overwhelming. But everyone in there is suffering with you. Everyone knows what they have to get through, and you do it together. You can't do it by yourself. Even if you tune everyone out, everyone has to get through that workout together. That's the best advice.
Awesome, guys. Really appreciate it. Love it. It's been a pleasure and honor training you guys and meeting you guys, and thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Trac.
That was awesome.